Hi, my name's Ronnie. Um, this is literally my first ever actual proper video that I've ever made. I just wanted to talk about myself and say that the fact that this will be my very first video that I officially start uploading properly. And actually post real content. My name is Ronnie. I'm a 20-year-old which has gone through a very long gym transformation, and I'm making this video to make it as day one, in the hopes that hopefully one day that I hopefully get sponsored by Gymshark. But my main plan right now is to just be noticed by people, to hopefully be a voice like the way Ziz was. That is why my main goal throughout this entire time, because when back in 2018, not 18, 2024, sorry, back in 2024, I had, was at my peak, at 2024, I was at my peak weight, because I had sadly lost my parents at the time, and that had brought me to the point where I wanted to do something that wasn't just sat around eating food, because I was at the age of 17, I was 120 kilos. And I remember, due to my parents losing back when I was 9 years old, I had family members which would shield me from the grief. But as I got older, I realized the pain. And therefore, when it had hit me at a later age, at 17, I ate a lot of food, comfort eating. And I had gotten into a very dark depression, which in the end I ended up looking at that as I was at the bottom, and what brought me closer was, number one, it was Christ, because with him I could do anything. Number two is looking at people, like the fact that I don't want to be a failure. That is why my mum and dad, when they had passed away, I promised them on their gravestone that I would lose my weight, and I would come back stronger. And so I did. Therefore, I ended up losing 42 kilos in less than 8 months to prove my point to my parents. And so therefore, now it is 2026. I have built a moderate amount of muscle, but my goal now is to be a voice. I want to be a voice like the way Ziz was. He is 15 years later and he's still a voice to people. That is why I want to, in a way, carry on that legacy and be that same voice to other people, because Ziz inspired fat and skinny people, and I want to do the same. For we only live one life, and I think in the end we just live it to our fullest. That's the way to go, because we all got it in us. We all got a bit of Ziz in us. That's what I do believe. And to be honest, in full honesty, I have a little bit of Ziz in me too. That is why I push myself every day. I push myself to thicken through thin. And so can you. That is why I want to start uploading more, to be a voice, to show people that it can be possible. I want to help people. And I was very scared of doing social media properly like this, but in the end, just go for it. You only live once, as they say. That's why, yeah, here we are. And I go by the name Ronnie. So yeah, it's nice to speak to you guys, and I really do hope that this social media stuff can help me, like, be noticed, be for people to eventually start noticing, because I don't like the way social media is. You have to be at your peak. No, you don't have to be at your peak 24/7. Even when you're when you had a bit of a downfall, you carry on uploading, because that's what shows people that there's people that's realism. That's realism. That's why I want to show you guys that it is possible. Thank you if you watched this video. It really, I would be extremely appreciative and very grateful if you guys gave me a follow or a subscribe. I would be eternally grateful, because in the end, that's just the small things that help, to be fair. Thank you guys, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you.